Hello guys, my name's Zion, you are
Vicky Spit.
and some of you might know us from the glam punk band Spit Like This, some of you may not know us and that's absolutely fine, but
Fucking ain't.
no, it's probably not fine actually. If you're a regular person on Uber Rock, then you probably might know about us. Why are we on Uber Rock? Because we said to Gaz, hey Gaz, can we do something on Uber Rock? And he said, yeah, sure. So we're going to come and invade your internet about once a month just to talk about some of the news that's happened in the past month and comment on it and bullshit about it, and then just you can comment about it below and we'll ignore it. If you're seeing this on our ZBTV channel, make sure that you go to uberrock.co.uk. If you're seeing this on uberrock.co.uk, then you're already watching our ZBTV channel. So what's the big news for April then, Vicky?
The Guns N' Roses reunion tour.
Now there is a age gap between us. When Guns N' Roses first came out, I was 15 years old, so I was prime Guns N' Roses candidate. I drew the tattoo on my arm and basically fell in love with them, as did pretty much the whole world. Vicky, on the other hand,
I was practically a fetus.
she was a fetus when Guns N' Roses first came out. So her angle on it is slightly different to my angle on it. So I'm going to start with my angle on it, because I'm bigger. My angle on it is that, to me, it's not a Guns N' Roses reunion. Yes, it's Axl, yes, it's Slash, yes, it's Duff, but what about the other guys? Without Steven Adler and without Izzy Stradlin, to me, it's not a Guns N' Roses reunion, it's three members of Guns N' Roses. Now, before you get pedantic and say, yeah, it's not the original lineup because Tracy Guns isn't in it, and like wankerish little comments like that, like you get on the internet. We're talking about the Appetite for Destruction lineup, the one that everybody was first aware of on the planet. And that is what a Guns N' Roses reunion should be.
Okay, I'm gonna say what I think, which is
Speak to the people.
I'll talk to you. Hi people. Hi. I think that Appetite, yeah, and that was 1987. That's nearly 30 years ago. I know, you're so old.
Don't say that out loud.
You're so old. You're all so old.
The people watching this are all going to be probably my sort of age, and you're basically calling us old.
Can you hear me? Hello. Hi, Grandad. My point was, that's 30 years ago, and yeah, that is the album that everyone knows and everyone hears and the lineup, and everyone's like, oh my god, that's Guns N' Roses and that.
It's because it is.
But it's 30 years ago. They have all actually died since then.
But they're not dead. The point is, they're not dead.
But the point is, you can't hold people to a standard that they had 30 years ago. Because they're all individual people. So how many people are we talking here?
There's 2 people missing.
2 people. So that's 60 years of like shit happening in that time, you know?
So I will grant you that Steven Adler is a bit fucked because of all the heroin, but he can still play the drums. And there's no real reason why he can't come on board as a member and play the drums and give it that bounce. That was the thing that made the Appetite album. All the people that were on that original album brought something really special to it. And if you take out just one of those people, it's not the same. It is a different band. So calling it a reunion is incongruous.
But you also have to remember, you've got like, he's got 30 years of grudges, right? And like, Axl's got 30 years of grudges, and Slash has got 30 years of... Everyone's got 30 years of grudges and hatred. And you've got 30 times, 30 times, 30 times. You've got thousands of years of grudges and hatred. And you know what it's... Don't interrupt me. You know what it's like being on stage with someone you can't stand. Don't look at me. You got many thousands of years worth of arguments and hatred.
You don't have
and
many thousands of years.
Nah, it's Guns N' Roses. Yeah, I'm doing 30 times 30 times 30.
I don't even understand that.
Just let me go with my maths. Everyone's like, you know, he's got 30, like Axl's got 30 years of hatred. Fuck off. Axl's got 30 years of hatred with every other member. Izzy's got 30 years of hatred with every other member.
The main hatred was
Axl
between
and Slash, and they're not even
Axl
looking at each
and
other on
Slash.
stage. Yeah, they're not even looking at each other on stage apparently. The dynamics just...
Well, I've watched some of the reunion stuff, and it's good. You know, it's not shit.
It's not shit.
It's not
that's
shit,
the best
no.
you can say is, it's not shit.
It's not a reunion. You can't call it a reunion without the 5 people. That's just basically going up to people, putting your hands in their pockets, taking out their money and saying, thank you very much. If you went out there and said, it's the Guns N' Roses beer reunion with 3/5 of the members, who's going to buy a ticket for that? Well, okay, people will buy tickets for that, but maybe not as many people as like the reunion. Right, well, I think we've covered that anyway. I personally do not think that it should be called a reunion. What do you think? Do you think that it's justified in being called a reunion? Let us know below. What's next?
AC/DC.
Oh, fuck, we're back to more Guns N' Roses related news. But it is big news, the whole Axl DC bollocks. I'm not an AC/DC fan. Their music doesn't do very much for me. So I'm not approaching this as a fan with a grudge or anything like that. I'm seeing this entity that's basically kicked out someone that's helped them for 30 odd years and like brought some other bloke in because basically they just want money. That's all I see. I just see that they're just out there hoovering up money.
Can we get a money hoover?
We could, yeah. If anyone wants to give us a money hoover, then
That'd be
please
awesome.
do.
Well, I think it's like part way through the tour, so they, you know, had to get someone to finish it.
But why did they have to get someone to finish it? Why couldn't they wait until Brian Johnson was a bit better?
Because he's not getting better.
But he might get better. You read his statement, his press statement.
I've read numerous things, and some of them make it sound like it was his choice, and others make it sound like he was forced out, so I don't know what the truth of the matter is. All I know is that he had one good ear, and it's not good anymore. He's got one good ear. One good ear. One good ear, and it ain't so good no more.
The tour was paused because Brian Johnson had hearing problems, and we all kind of went, oh, that's a bit sad, but you know, they'll pick up some dates in the future somewhere. Then all of a sudden, the rumours went around that AC/DC were looking for a new singer to finish off the tour. And then you'd get a press release from AC/DC and a press release from Brian Johnson. And that to me is where I started really getting suspicious. The press release from AC/DC should include Brian Johnson.
It should be.
And it should be all of them basically saying, hello, my ears don't work. The boys are going to go out, they're going to finish the tour, we're going to get a guest vocalist in, and we're going to see how I am in 6 months or a year's time, and I might be able to come and screech on stage again one day soon. That to me would have said everything is okay apart from the ears.
He's got one good ear, one good ear, one good ear, and it ain't so good anymore.
I've totally forgotten where I am. If you read that first statement, it basically says, we'd like to thank Brian for everything that he's done for us and wish him well in the future. Golden handshake.
They give him a watch.
Fuck off, you Geordie cunt. And then you've got Brian Johnson, whose approach seems to be one silenced by the threat of money maybe being taken away from him if he spoke too much. And then there's kind of a little bit of nothing going on. Then Axl's announced, Axl Rose is going to be the new singer. Why pick Axl Rose? People were going, oh my god, Axl Rose. But let's just say like one thing. Axl Rose is a good singer. He's got a screechy high voice, it fits in with the AC/DC thing. And their thinking would have been, if we carry on the tour with Axl, fans are gonna fucking love that because people like Guns N' Roses, so we can keep going in and taking money out of people's pockets.
Oh, I read Axl volunteered. They didn't go to Axl, Axl went to them.
Oh right, and they probably went,
Hell yeah!
brilliant, why not?
Money hoover.
I was a singer in my band, and if Axl Rose said, I'll come and sing for you, I'd think, well, yeah, that'd make me a hell of a lot more money than if I did it. So I'd go along with that. Here's where it gets really suspicious. A couple of days ago, after they said, hey fans, if you don't want to see Axl DC, you can have a refund. 7,000 people in Belgium said, thank you very much, I'll have my money back. So they went, oh bollocks, people don't actually want to see this. So some horrible, horrible video went out where they're all sitting there looking, who are you? Who the fuck are you? Like that, they can't stand each other, but they're in the same room as each other because there's a big payday coming. They basically are saying, please come and see us play live. And then today, we get Axl Rose going around. This is Axl Rose, right? This is Axl Rose, the man who for the past 30 years has basically shat on everyone and anyone at any point he ever could. And he's there saying nice things about Brian Johnson. AC/DC is saying nice things about Brian Johnson, and it just feels like it's trying to close the, what's the expression? Close the barn door after the...
Shutting the gate after the horse has bolted.
Yeah, that thing. They've realised that the fans don't actually want to see it, and they're going, oh bollocks.
He's got...
Don't go to her for any advice.
I'll sing you a nice song.
Yeah, she'll sing you a nice song. Why weren't you asked to front ACDC?
I don't know.
Didn't it?
Oh, you're so fucking good at that.
No, you sing your song, okay?
Go on.
Didn't it? Didn't it? Didn't it? Didn't it? Didn't it?
He's got one
Didn't it?
good
Didn't it?
ear.
Chicken wall
Ear.
or whatever it is.
He's got. Why are you playing guitar anymore?
Hey, so that was the AC/DC thing.
You could have seen.
Yeah, that you could have seen. Are we in agreement on this?
No, we should have done it. They should have asked us to do it.
The
They
point
should have
is-
asked us to do it.
It just feels like the second there's been a bit of a problem with Brian Johnson, they've just said, thank you very much, bye-bye, we're off to get more money. A period of grace. 6 months. Most of the fans would still be alive after 6 months.
I think Gaz is just going to ask me to sing more songs.
I think Gaz probably will. You'll have your own, like, Vicky Sings AC/DC Badly channel or something.
Vicky sings AC/DC songs about AC/DC.
Yeah.
Vicky sings songs about AC/DC.
You've not done a
awesomely.
song about Angus.
Can we sing a song about Angus?
Well, you did one about Brian Johnson with his one good
What-
ear.
what do you
What
think?
about the
He
80-year-old
wears
man?
shorts.
Yeah.
He wears shorts. Short.
By the way, I hope the green screens work. This is our first attempt at anything with a green screen. So if behind us there's lots of cool stuff going on, then it means the green screen's worked. If behind us there is a green screen, it means the green screen hasn't worked. And now we're on to the last subject, and here is where we want to bring the energy level down a bit, because it's actually a really sad subject, and this is an actual, genuine, sincere, very, very sad subject. The unexpected death of Prince. I'm sure, like most people out there, the reason that it was such a shock and the reason that it hit so hard was because he seemed to be above all kind of frailty. He seemed to not age. On stage was still like a 20-year-old, and he just shat songs left, right and centre and just seemed to be this force of energy. And if one day he'd pulled off his face and underneath was some kind of lizard alien creature, we'd have all gone, that explains it. So that's why it was such a shock. And also there would have been so much more music in him. I'm not going to pretend for a second that I'm the world's biggest Prince fan, but I would put myself up there definitely as a Prince fan. I've got lots of albums. I've seen him in concert, best concert I ever saw. We recently got the album that he did, Third Eye Blind, is it? I'm not very good with album titles or band names or whatever. But the one where he had the girls and it was him and stuff, and it was a fantastic album, and it was kind of like old Prince, and I just thought, oh brilliant, you know, we're getting some more old Prince, some of the funk. And I was looking forward to future stuff, and now all we're going to do is have his family and lawyers and everyone traipsing through his vault and chucking out any old shit that they can to bring in money. It's a very, 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 very sad year for music in general. We've lost so many people this year. If I was a celebrity, I'd be hiding somewhere. Personally, I think they're all doomed. So is that all we've got to say about Prince? Do you want to say anything about Prince?
I don't think you've said it.
Yeah. His name was Prince, and he was funky. His name was Prince.
What?
The one and only. He did not come
I'm going for
to funk
Jughead.
around. Jughead. Wug wug wug. Get funky in the house tonight. Doing a Jughead. Wug wug wug. Get funky.
Ow!
Thank you very much, Gaz, for giving us this little platform on Uber Rock. I do hope that you've enjoyed this. If you have, let us know below. If you haven't, shut up. We will see you again next time.
I'll write some more songs.
Yeah, and she'll write some more songs, aren't we lucky? She's like the new Prince.
He gets to live with me.
Check out zvtv.co.uk, and if you're on zvtv.co.uk, check out uberrock.co.uk. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, we're doing the traditional sign off.
Oh yeah.
Bye-bye.
Sick of all the times that you have done me wrong. This is my love letter to those who take to